Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for this video I'm going to try out the new Surf galarianslowbro over here in the psychiccup, which is slightly better than previous in some neutral situations, or maybe in situations with ground typings, maybe Claydol. It have real good matchup against it because of the introduction of Surf, and since it's poison as well, it does do super effective against fairy types like Gardevoir, galarianrapidash, which is everywhere, and it also does well against Malamar. So in the one shield, Malamar it does get the win against Malamar, but since it's poison and psychic over here, it have hard losses against Bruxish and Claydol, Galarianslowking. So I need to cover these weaknesses up, so that is the reason I'm pairing it up with my galarianrapidash in the lead and my SlowKing in the back, which is acting as a safe swap in this meta, in this team actually, to lure out a potential counter to this galarianslowbro, which mainly might be a Claydol, or might be a steel type, or might be Malamar as well, to which then my other two Pokemon can handle it. And my Rapidash is actually running high horsepower and not Mega Horn to handle the poisons and the ground types. So let's move into the first battle. I pick up a lead against Victini against my Rapidash over here, which is not an ideal situation right now, but remember I have access to high horsepower, which will put this Victini very low if it goes unshielded. So they shield up, and now I quickly safe swap into my galarianslowking over here, which I am fine with because they can go for one Recreate, which does hurt me, which does hurt a lot, but it is not too much that I cannot take in. To which now the safe swaps into their Rapidash over here, and this Rapidash went for a bait call, but I was not beating, so I went for the Shadow Ball straight in, getting the knockout for this Rapidash. So I got one shield and I got the speed advantage right now against this Victini. But for Slowbro, it does not have a great matchup as well, because the fast move and the charge moves are resisted apart from Surf, and now they gives up all the shields right now, and they will be going for the hard farm, to which now I can easily come back with my Slowbro over here and get the farm down. But I cannot do so in case of my Rapidash, to which I have to definitely come back with my Slowbro over here, because it can tank one Recreate, but I don't want to risk it over here, and the final Pokemon they have access to is going to be their Malamar of their own. So this matchup is quite interesting, that I can take in one foul play, but this Sludge Bomb, though it's neutral, it does hurt a lot, and they cannot farm me down with this neutral Psycho Cut over here, to which I quickly safe swap again into my Rapidash over here, which can easily handle in one foul play, and I can easily go for the farm down, to which they comes back with their Victini, and I go for the unnecessary high horsepower for some kind of flex, I'm not sure, which will be definitely an overkill, and that gives me the win for the first battle. So GG's and well played. Going forward with the second battle, I pick up a lead against Malamar, which is really good, and now the safe swaps into their own Galarianrapidash, to which I do have a perfect counter for it, but I have to watch out for a high horsepower. I hope they are not using it, but I have seen many Rapidash using high horsepower, as I am running high horsepower of my own right now, but they are running Mega Horn, which I can handle, and I'll be going for the next Surf that takes out the Rapidash over here. So this was a quick decision of switch-ins and knockouts over here, and now they have to come back with their final Pokemon, which they reveal it to be a Bronzong over here, which does have a really good matchup against this Slowbro, but it is a bit better because of the neutral damage from this Surf over here. To which now, since I have two shields, I will be shielding up this next move, which ends up being a payback, and they comes back with their own Malamar over here, to which now I can easily go for one Shadow Ball that does super neutral damage, which almost does 50% of its health, and I can easily come back again, switch back in with my Rapidash over here and go for neutral body slams over here. And if you guys can see, fairy wind does add up quickly onto this Malamar once again. So I can let this first foul play go through, and I have to shield up. So if I'm going to shield this next, like I can shield this next foul play, I will be trying to get a hard farm over here onto this Malamar, which I do get, and now they comes back with their quite a healthy Bronzong over here, to which I'll be going for the bait move of Body Slam, and now I can easily reach to the next high horsepower. That is the reason which I have this high horsepower with me right now. Take care of the steals, take care of the ground, and poison as well. So that is going to be a really good game and well played. GG's. Moving into the next match, I pick up a lead against Claydol, and again the safe swaps into their own Rapidash over here, to which I thought of catching one move onto my galarianslowbro, and it was not a Body Slam, so it ends up being a high horsepower, which almost does take me out, and I am able to reach to the next surf, which might get the first shield from my opponent's end, but they will be having so much energy right now. So it's a tough situation and tough call, bait call over here from my end, which I come back with my galarianslowking, and I thought of letting this charge move go through, which is a superly high mistake from me, and I might be saving up the shield for my next battle. With all due respect, I don't see any win condition in this game, and I top left the game over here, giving me the first loss with this team. So GG's. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Malamar, and again I safe swapped into my own Galarian they safe swapped actually into their own into the galarianslowking, to which I'll be easily coming back with my slowking of my own, and I go for the first surf bait over here, to which I do get the shield. And since I am I think I'm up on energy, but that is the reason I can easily reach to the next shadow ball just in time before they can throw the next one, which they lets it go, and I do get the switch over here with a decent amount of energy loaded onto my SlowKing over here. And this Malamar would not appreciate this incoming neutral shadow balls over here that does so much damage in this situation. They cannot farm me down. They just cannot farm me down from this kind of range, and I'll be letting this next foul play go through, which will be knocking me out, and I can easily come back with my Rapidash, and the final Pokemon is going to be their own galarianslowbro over here. And since they are up a shield, which gives me a really sweaty time right now, because they can switch out this matchup, because they are having, like, we are having even shield scenario right now, but since they are up on energy, they can flip it. But the advantageous point over here, if I can put this galarianslowbro really low, I can easily come back and get a bit of extra farm down with my healthy galarianrapidash right now, to which I'll be going for the next surf, which I think will be getting the final shield. Yeah, it does get the final shield, and now I'll be I have to take this surf, which I'll not be able to take, and I'll be getting the farm knockout, and to which I'll be coming back with my own Rapidash, and I'll be going for a bit of extra energy, and then I will be going for the next Body Slam, which will take care of the galarianslowbro, and they have got access to is going to be a Malamar over here, which have water energy, and they went for a foul play, but I am able to survive with 1 HP over here with a sliver of health, and I am able to unload this next Body Slam that takes care of the Malamar over here, gives me the win for this battle here as well. So good battle, trainer. GG's. Moving into the next game, I take a really tough lead against this Bronzong, but remember, I do have access to high horsepower, to which I'll be going for a CMP tie on the count of 10, and I'll be going for the high horsepower. No bait this time, I'll be going for it, and it lands, and they call that for Mega Horn, which is not the case. So it lands for massive super effective damage, and I'll be shielding up the next payback, and now they switch out into their own Malamar. So since I am having like a lot of energy right now, I can easily go for this spammy Body Slams over here, and since I'm really up on energy over here and I'm down on shield, so I'll be pressurizing the shield, which I do get the first one from this Malamar over here, and now I snuck in one fairy wind. So this is the next foul play which I'll be shielding up, and I'll be going to switch out into my galarianslowbro to catch the next foul play. So I can handle this next foul play coming in, which is comfortably fine, but they cannot farm me down. So again, they have to throw one energy to take me out, which is the ideal situation for me, because now I can easily come back after waiting out the switch clock with my Rapidash and get ahead on energy, because Rapidash with energy can tear apart teams, and they have got access to is the Rapidash of their own, to which I'll be unloading this next body slams over here, which does land the first one, and now I'll be going for the next one, which I think might grab the final shield from my opponent's end right now, which is the case. And now I'll be switching out into my galarianslowbro once again, and since I think they are not running high horsepower, but I was actually wrong, which is not the case, and they are actually running high horsepower, and I am still able to reach to the next surf after taking one high horsepower, getting the knockout for this Rapidash, and they comes back with in their very low Malamar, which I do get the farm down with a super effective fairy wind. And now I do have enough energy for one body slam that does take care of the very low Bronzong over here to get the win for the battle here as well. So GG's. Now hopping into the next battle, I pick up a lead against yet one Malamar once again, to which I'll be letting this first foul play go through, as like this is the strategy. I can easily take one foul play, it will hurt me, but it will not put it in a like some kind of farm down range or something, and I'll load up on I think 100 energy right now. So I'll be unloading this energy with the first body slam over here, which my opponent calls it, and I have to go for one body slam once again. So from this kind of range, one body slam will take care of the Malamar, and they end up shielding it, and I snuck in one fairy wind. So right now, if I'm going for the next CMP of with the Malamar over here, which I think I'll win, but I thought of catching one move onto my galarianslowbro once again, which I was not able to do, but since they were forced to throw, they will be throwing it, and I can farm this thing down with poison jabs over here. And again, they comes back with their Claydol over in this scenario, which is really good, because now since they have shown me all three Pokemons of their which is going to be Malamar along with Claydol and the Rapidash over in this scenario, which is really good, because now I can easily come back with my Rapidash, unload this first body slam over here, and get the final shield from my opponent's end. And again, this switch in a big part, it was Malamar along with galarianslowbro and Claydol. So to which now I can, since they farm me, like snipe me down with poison jabs onto the galarianrapidash over here, and I can easily come back with my SlowKing right now. So SlowKing is actually a very good closer also, because of the Hex and Shadow Ball over here. Nothing it does resist it, everything is super effective right now, super effective on neutral, to which I let the first surf go through, and I can easily load up on energy, shield at the next Shadow Ball from the Claydol, and go for one Shadow Ball of my own that will take care of the Claydol, giving me the win for the second last battle here as well. That is GG's to this team, and well played to the trainer. Moving into the final battle of the video, I pick up a lead against galarianslowbro, which is a super rough lead, so I'll be quickly safe swapping into my own SlowKing over here, and it comes back with a Bronzong. So a Bronzong is not actually a counter to SlowKing, because these hexes will add up really quickly, and they will not appreciate this Shadow Ball, and moreover that they were quite slow to switch in, which is not a great thing, because it did give me quite a bit of energy head start, to which now I build up to almost back-to-back Shadow Balls, which I think will get the final shield as well, and I can go for one more Shadow Ball after getting both the shield to get myself shield advantage and switch advantage right now, which is just awesome. Though they will be ahead on energy right now, with because they farm my SlowKing down with resisted poison jabs over here. But yeah, I do have one shield to my name as well, and for some reason over here they went for a Sludge Bomb, which is not actually the ideal moveset right now, because Sludge Bomb and Psychic are redundant over here in this meta. It's Surf and Sludge Bomb, to which I can take in this resisted surfs, right? Not resisted, it's neutral surfs right now, very comfortably. But since I am having so much energy right away, so I'll be going for the next surf, winning the CMP onto this galarianslowbro over here, which will knock out this mirror over here, and the final Pokemon that comes back in with is their mirror Rapidash. But since I'm having energy and shield advantage right now, I can go for one shield because their win condition is to go for a Mega Horn, which they do, and now I can back up on back-to-back body slams, which I think, yeah, it will be enough to get it very low, and the next body slam will be able to get the knockout for this Galarian Rapidash of my opponent's end, giving me the win for the final battle here as well. So this team, tag team of Slowbro duo over here, Slowbro and SlowKing, which is really good, and it worked out well for me. So it's definitely a better matchups right now, so it's good. And that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.